three attorneys, and we've got a receptionist, sort of law clerk, paralegal, all roles. And we do a lot of transactional work, general office, law office. We do a general practice, but quite a bit of real estate transaction and transactional deals, that sort of thing. Well, they're real good at making sure we're running at all times. That's really the most important thing. They keep us secure. We haven't had any significant security issues or breakdowns or anything that makes life extremely difficult. So allow us to sleep at night, I guess. Yeah, they provide us everything. They help support the document management that we buy separately. And effectively, it's sort of a wall-to-wall turnkey kind of deal where they give us what we need from a standpoint of all the products we have to have and make sure they're running and keep them up to date in terms of licensing and that sort of thing. We can't afford to compromise that, and they kind of stay ahead of whatever viruses or issues are out there, so they sort of keep us alert of what we should be watching for. They do what we don't do and make it easy for us. So they answer our questions and turn it into language they understand, and they interface with the third party. So that's one of the roles they help serve for us. Yeah, they're sort of serving a function. What we don't have in-house, because we're not a big enough firm to have an IT person, they serve that role. So they'll tell us what kind of equipment we need in terms of hardware and what to be watching out for in terms of threats and what to be doing in terms of software. So it's pretty much that's their role, is to serve as our IT person. I don't want to guess because I could be 5 years off either way, but I'm going to guess 7, 8 years by several. But at least for that period of time, we've had a comfort level. I think they have the others we were looking at tended to be either too large. I think we're pretty institutional, or sort of too small and weren't sure we'd get the support. They seemed to fit where they had everything we needed. And they, as I recall, the differentiating factor at that time was that they had a fair amount of law firm background. So they'd actually done others and they'd seen what we were seeing. So they had experience in our particular area. Well, there's certain things we do that our business, there's ethical reasons. There's just certain protections that you have to have in order to comply with your requirements as a professional. And there are sort of unique softwares that you need in what we do. And there's billing issues. I think those are sort of the big three. The way you bring money in, they're all based generally on hourly billing or some variation. And so they were good at also getting that part solved. So just want someone who's done it before. You don't want someone who's good at other kinds of retail or whatever. It doesn't fit the law firm business model. Just a unique kind of profession, and I don't think it is understood to people who are outside of it. And if you've touched it and you do it a lot, you do it better. So that's one of you're right, that was one of the selling points when we brought them on. We do kind of business that even if it's not a specific real estate transaction, somewhere in the life cycle of the business, of a client's business, they're going to do real estate. So yeah, it sort of touches everything, and we do it a lot. So that's a very important part of our practice. No, they're very quick. I have to say that this is one where the aggravation of not being able to do your work is just supreme. And they always come to even during COVID, they were very good at being responsive. So I put responsiveness at probably the top of the list in terms of their skills.